It was going to be difficult to try and take down Lakey Peterson. She was just too good.
We'll see in those last round 2 heats unfold, just like the Roxy Pro where we made our first eliminations. The same's going to happen this afternoon for the top 34. This is an elimination heat. One-on-one heats. Mikey Wright representing Australia. And a wild card once again here for the Quiksilver Pro, taking on Michel Bourez, who closed out last year with a big win at the Pipe Masters. During the break, Mikey got started putts.
Yes, he did. Jumped off the rocks, got the inside position on Michel Bourez, and drew first blood right here. So as you can tell, conditions are just absolutely perfect right now. The light winds, the bank is absolutely perfect, and I'll tell you what, I'm so glad that we just kept running, because it is just going to be a fantastic last couple of heats of the day.
These beautiful afternoon conditions really suiting both these surfers quite well. Mikey making a decision under priority to take this wave. Throws it vertical off the top, driving through another big hook. Tacking it off the lip again, and he falls right into the barrel off the rooftop float, but he can't make it. Said he mistimed the jump, fell on the rocks, broke his fins out, and was still trying to get out for his heat. Now seeing Michel Bourez open up with some classic, powerful Tahitian hacks. Always energetic with his style. Goes all out on every hack off the top. The Spartans found himself a big inside corner to belt off the lip. Nice and easy on the float, and a huge body torque carve, even with 1 foot of wave left. He wants every single bit of that water to get displaced. Good solid start for the rookie. For the wild card, as we see Mikey, beautiful turn right there, just gets that nice drift, and again digs in. But I tell you what, this board is looking really good. What a shame that he creased that board. That wave just pounded down, super shallow bank. Michel Bourez, bit of a different style, a little bit more power maybe, bit more body torque. Bourez finished the year with a bang, winning the Pipe Masters in fine form, just got barreled all day long, Joe. I was so jealous of him. And has brought the form here into round 2, so he's got his work cut out for him. Can't take it easy, he can't take his foot off the gas, and he knows that. You can tell by his body language that this is going to be a tough heat for him. Brought the twin fin in. He won 4 world titles on that, so to combat that, Simon Anderson brought the thruster, and that kind of took over. Lofty front hand float for Michel, and he's up and out. So just a short ride there, still looking for a 6.15 to avoid elimination here in the second round of competition. It was interesting, Potts hanging out with the first official world champ when the ASP area really got kicked off. Now the WSL, Peter Townend, talking about all the big changes in the sport over the last 40 years. Watch Mikey Wright go up and down.
I liked him so much, you know, he was different. He had that hardcore attitude. He surfed incredible. Mikey Wright up and riding.
Mikey hammering it off the top. Nice vertical on the next section. So far, nice and clean on this runner at Snapper Rocks. Out in front now for a classic hook. Throws it nice and vertical, just pacing his way down the line. Will climb this next section. A lot of ribs in the face. He's going to try to punch into the barrel on the inside corner, and he's down. Meanwhile, we'll catch up to the barrel ride of Michel Bourez. He comes out. Slams on the brakes again, and this thing is spinning around the Tahitian. Now out in front, he's going to go to turns. It's a layback hack right off the lip. Down carb to set up another big snap, and the Spartans fired up. One of the best back and forth battles we've seen in this heat so far.
I'd pay really good money for that wave Michel Bourez just had, Joe.
It's amazing seeing what the world's best are doing, and we're all celebrating the perfection today. This is what happened for Michel Bourez out the back.
Yeah, I mean, look at that wave. You know, this is one of those special Snapper Rocks waves where you take off, it doesn't look like much, and all of a sudden you come over the ledge and into this section. I mean, have a look at this. Michel Bourez slows down, pulls into a nice little tube ride, stays in there quite a long time. Bottom turn, snaps again, and look at this section. I mean, are you kidding me? Michel Bourez just won the Pipe Masters by getting barreled in the last event of 2016. The first event of 2017, he just goes to town again and starts getting barreled. I mean, are you kidding me? That was beautiful stuff.
Unbelievable performance from Michel Bourez, and we'll compare that to Mikey Wright. Remember, this was before Michel was out the back.
Yeah, Mikey Wright found this one just down the line a little bit. You saw him make a mistake on the way before, trying to capitalize. Beautiful, clean surfing. I like the pace that he's got. He's not trying to over-surf it, picking the right turns at the right time. I like this wave from Mikey Wright. It's going to be a good score for him. He's looking to replace a 417. I think he's done that. Didn't quite finish it off at the end, but a couple of beautiful turns there through that wave.
A solid approach for Mikey Wright, acting as a scary wild card in this draw once again. And the turns he did on the inside were some of the biggest hacks we've seen in this contest.
Yeah, let's have another look at Michel Bourez's wave. I mean, it started off pretty average, didn't it, Joe? And then all of a sudden, he drops down into this section, absolutely belts it, and then slows himself down. Look at the tube start. Perfect positioning right there, using that backhand to slow himself down, and then gets this little bonus section, gets even deeper on that one there. Comes out untouched, so Michel Bourez may get the nod on this one. Mikey Wright, scores coming through for him, Joe, and quite a solid one.
I just love the way he comboed up that finish. After getting super barreled, he was still extra focused to stay on his feet. Oftentimes, the trouble maneuver for him was his finishing move. He'd get massive scores because he did a lot, but now he's staying on his feet, and he's already back in the barrel again and out, powering another big wrapping cutback. Bourez will kick out and hear the sound of an 8.23 heading his way after the last one. 7.5 for Mikey Wright. Mikey is able to hang on to the lead, and now Michel chasing a 5.94.
Wow, what a heat. Two different approaches. Michel hunting for the tube, and Mikey Wright just sticking to turns.
They don't know what to expect when it comes to the heat of action. Bourez now up again. Speedy snap off the lip. He's going to slow down to get a little barrel opportunity. Back out in front, going to turns. Fierce little roundhouse, even a small section. There's not much left of a wave for Michel to work with. If something pops up, though, he's going to sear it all the way through. Now calling for the ski. It's amazing watching his wind-up pots, how he holds on to control, giving it everything he's got. How do you like the positioning for the remainder of this heat pots?
Yeah, well, Michel Bourez trying to sneak a wave, which he's done, Joe.
And he's going to start with a big open face hook. Puts him behind for a moment. Gets a carve off, and there's not a whole lot left for Michel Bourez. We're down to 35 seconds.
Ooh. Michel Bourez sees it. Starts to make a move, Joe. Here we go. This could be his last roll of the dice.
He has enough time on the clock. Mikey is unable to catch up with it, so this wave will count for the Spartan. A big power hack off the top. Now he drills it again. Needs a 5.94 to turn this one around. Snapping it into a carve and looking for a finishing move, and belts it shut. Michel Bourez trying to pull the impossible without priority. Left chasing a 5.94, and now we'll wait for scores to come through. Started off strong, smaller wave. Let's watch it again before we put it out there. What do you think?
Yeah, well, let's have a look here. It's going to come down to the merit of these first couple of turns. Bang, beautiful turn off the top. Big snap right there. Scores coming through, Joe. 5.94 required, and look at the score.
And now the outcome is entering the screen. Finished on his feet. 4.97 for Michel Bourez. It's not enough. Mikey Wright makes it a clean sweep for the Wright family, all getting wins here on Thursday. Mikey, the wild card, creates the biggest upset of the contest so far, as he'll move on to round 3.
Wow, what a performance right there. Broke his board and everything, and then gave Michel Bourez an outside shot.